Well, the fake news continues. It's time to sell your Harley Davidson. Well, it's been another week of the world burning. Everybody's selling their Harley Davidson. And my God, is this going to be a crazy year. So I keep seeing everywhere, and it's more and more news stories that everyone's selling their Harley Davidson. We're seeing pictures of the Sturgis booth empty with Harley Davidson, and people have just lost their mind over this. Now, you know it's bad when CNN is telling you to sell your Harley Davidson. Does anybody remember the propaganda of the pandemic? Does anybody remember how we used to be mad at big media and how big media manipulated us, or social media manipulated us? You guys are falling into this trap. You're falling into the trap of what the media is telling you. Remember the term fake news? Social media is creating this firestorm about Harley Davidson, and I just don't get it. I realize this is an election year, and I realize that people are stressed, times are tough, but this Harley thing is making no sense to me. I have seen everything from Zeitz is killing the market of Harley Davidson, that the Harley dealerships have gone woke, to you shouldn't buy anything above a 2020 because that's the new era of Harley Davidson CEO, and don't give him your money. We got to stop this. Let's talk about this. As I said in the beginning, the media lives off hype. Now, if you're not a technology person, you need to understand that the algorithm feeds these issues. It feeds anxiety, because what you watch once continues to make you watch it again, because nothing makes people watch something more than to be offended. That's big media. But let's get away from that. We're living in this time where everyone thinks that their opinion matters and that they're going to kill Harley Davidson simply by saying, I'm going to kill Harley Davidson, and post it and get to Facebook, because all their friends that are like-minded and the algorithm are going to push the same thing. What are we doing? Why are you sitting here thinking that this movement of woke, as it's perceived by the media, by real bikers, is going to kill Harley Davidson? Harley Davidson's been around since 1903. They've been around longer than any other motorcycle brand. Harley knows what they're doing, folks. They're not killing the brand. We're seeing these images of the empty booths at Sturgis. Are they? Or is this pictures from last year? Remember when Bud Light was going to kill Harley Davidson? Spoiler alert, my dealer's still open. And then there's the other thing that I really don't get. If we're going to boycott Harley Davidson, where are you going to buy your parts from? Where are you going to buy your Harley parts? Are you not going to get your bike serviced at the dealer? I mean, these are the same people that are crying and complaining that dealerships are closing and Harley Davidson's killing small business. But now you're going to kill the business simply because of what you're being told? That's silly. Are you not going to buy a new seat for your bike? Are you not going to buy mirrors? Where are you going to buy all oil filters? Are we suddenly going to buy all our Harley parts on RevZilla? Let's be honest with ourselves. Everything has a season. Everyone gets upset, and then we forget about it. If you wreck your Harley, what are you going to do? You're not going to take it to the dealer and get it repaired? You're just going to sell it? I'm looking at Cycle Trader this morning. I don't see a surge in Harley sales. And if you do sell your Harley Davidson, where are you going to sell it? Are you going to sell it privately? And then you're going to buy what? The riders that were joined in their independence are going to go out and buy what? Goldwings? Triumphs? Lord knows you ain't buying an Indian, because Indian's just a rebranded Victory, and you can't find an Indian dealership anywhere. Are we burning our Harley t-shirts? What are we doing? Harley riders of the traditional boomer generation that has made Harley into what it is are dying off. They're simply dying off, physically and just as a whole. Generation X has become Harley's biggest market. We complain that we don't see people riding, but we don't want to change the demographic. We don't want to try and bring younger people into riding. We're killing our own enjoyment. We're killing the lifestyle that we all enjoy because we're so afraid of change. Do you remember when the M8 came out? The M8 was going to be the death of Harley Davidson because the knuckle was better, the shovel was better. They didn't really build a better bike than, the Evo, because the Evo was Willie G's gift from God. It didn't kill Harley Davidson. If you follow any sort of business, when Steve Jobs died, that was the death of Apple. Remember when Apple died? Yeah, I don't either. Things change, things evolve. A few years ago, we were so upset about the pandemic. We were so upset about big media. But we're falling into this trap. You guys are falling into the fake news media trap that you're so against. Social media will show you what it thinks you want. If you click on a Taylor Swift video, you're going to get a lot of Taylor Swift videos. If you click on I hate Mustangs because the Mach-E is not a real Mustang, it's going to show you more videos like that. People will watch the news because they're offended. Watch CNN, watch NBC, watch MSNBC, watch Fox News. Did you ever notice that everything's breaking news? You're being convinced that Harley's going under. You're being convinced, you're being brainwashed that there is this movement to ruin Harley Davidson. There's not. We evolve and we change. That's all this is. It's a season. Seasons come and seasons go. We need to get over this. Harley's been around since 1903. They're not going anywhere. Harley Davidson's marketing machine is brilliant. Everybody remember the ad about how we're united by our independence. Did you ever think about how dumb that is? Motorcycle riders are supposed to be counterculture. They're supposed to be different. You don't ride a minivan, you ride a motorcycle. Let's just be different. Let's accept it. Tech isn't going to kill your Harley Davidson. Nothing's going to kill it. Nothing's killing the brand. The brand has survived wars. It's survived the Depression. It's survived social, economical instability. It's going to be okay. But where does this end? Are we going to spend all our time in fear? Remember COVID? Anybody? Remember the fear, the hype that created? Because nothing draws a crowd like a crowd. Sturgis is dying off. Motorcycle rallies are dying off because riders are changing. Riders are not the sociable, let's hang out and party riders that they once were. They're a younger generation that may or may not tour. They're doing their own thing. The brand is evolving. We as a people are evolving. If you don't agree with it, that's fine. Go sell your Harley Davidson. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting to see Cycle Trader explode. I'll be waiting to see everyone riding an Indian, riding a Goldwing. Oh gosh, what about the Can-Am? That's it. Everybody's going to Can-Ams. Demographics are changing. Stop believing everything you read on social media. Just stop. We're going to get through this. It's all going to be okay. Motorcycles are this nostalgic thing. When you think of Harley Davidson, you think of, the wild ones. You think of these iconic movies. You think of the lifestyle that Harley has sold you. Enjoy it. Let's be united in what we love and not divided because we're so angry over everything. Get out, get in the wind, enjoy the ride. Love you guys to death. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Am I off? Because I don't think I am. Please remember, you're not alone.